Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Starlight Story. And this is a free-to-play, browser-based, 2D anime type game. Really basic type of structure. You guys have seen a lot of the stuff we're going to see in a lot of different games. There are a few things that are kind of interesting with the game for those of you that enjoy this type of genre. But for the most part, I'm level 13, and I've pretty much just been clicking away on go find this person, go find that person, go kill this person. But art style wise, you can see there's a lot of really cool stuff like these patrol cannons and these boom guards and different stuff like that. So some of this stuff is kind of neat to see and to take a look at. So while we're gonna kind of move around, while my guys walking around, I'm gonna introduce you guys to the UI and everything that's going on. One thing that I really like, and I've said this before, and I've noticed a lot more of this happening in these browser games, is that they're really streamlining the UI. Everything is really pushed out to the sides. It's really shrunken down, so you get a good experience. You get to see all the lush and colorful environments and backgrounds that they've created for us players in the background, essentially. I mean, you know, these plants, and they've got these, these toxic sludge barrels, and you're going to see a lot of neat stuff like that as we kind of travel around. So we're going to move around. Now you can see my little character moving there. Now there are 5 different character classes. There's the character class that I'm playing, which you can see here, is the Squire, which is essentially kind of your two-handed fighter, two-handed weapon fighter. Then you've got an apprentice, which kind of sounds funny, but that's actually kind of your healer. Then your duelist, which is a dual wield type fighter. Then you've got a magus, and then you've got a rogue. Most of those are very self-explanatory, so I didn't go into detail too much on them. But that's pretty much what you have. Now we're going to get into combat right now. We've got to take out 2 Fickle Nidorum. Yeah, Fickle Nidorum, these guys right here, which look kind of nasty, but I'm doing alright, so I can kind of take them down. Now you kind of have your different options here down at the bottom. You've got your shop, then you've got manage friends and family, which is kind of your social list. Then you've got your quest journal. We can bring that up, see all the different quests we're working on, and of course, we're going to have the ability to get secondary quests, superstar quests, which we'll get into in a second, random map quests, daily quests, weekly, family, daily XP, cyclical quests, shuttle quests. There's all kinds of different types of quests going on here, which is kind of neat. But first, let me talk about the superstars. You can see right down here in the middle, you can see I've got my star core power. And essentially, because that's powered up to the highest level, I can go into big fights or big battles. I can utilize that, and I can turn into essentially like a superstar. I kind of turn into like a superhero. My costume changes and everything, and I go basically ballistic on whatever I'm fighting. I'm probably going to get into a boss battle before I get to the end of this video. So once I get into a boss battle, I'll kind of show you how that superstar piece works. But you can see as we're traveling around, some of this does get a little pixelated as it loads up, which is a little odd, but hey, whatever. It eventually does load up in the background. You can see these different squares kind of kicking in. But you can also see we've got our online rewards, which are going on up here, and you can see we're earning different stuff for being online. This is very common for these types of games. Now we can move to this person by clicking on their name. We can move to the location by clicking on the location, or we can spend some silver and actually warp there. We're not going to do that because you want to know what? I've got time to tell you guys about different stuff, especially moving on to the pet system. So now we've got our pet system. So inside of our pet, we've got a lot of different stuff. We've got a pet statistics. You can see we've got transforms into different stuff, and you've got the chips. Now you've also got skills, which we can upgrade by taking and spending silver. We're actually going to upgrade all of our pet skills, learn all their skills, and upgrade all the way, because I've got a bunch of silver that I've been collecting for quite a while, so I don't have any problem upgrading them to all those different things. And now my pet can kind of go hog wild. So now we're talking to Lily. Let's complete this before we get back into our pets. Black Angel, okay, we'll look at the story. Now each of these have some pretty cool little storylines as you're moving along through these quests. Now we can see we're getting our first mount here. As you can see, a lot of people around here are riding around these jet skateboards. Now we're going to be able to move around much more quickly, get around to different places much more quickly. We've also got a backpack we're about to get. Now, one cool thing about your backpack is your backpack actually has statistics. Defense, magic defense, and hit points. So it's kind of cool to see that your backpack actually has some stats. So let's find Bill. We should be, there we go, we're on our little jet board, so we're cruising off to talk to Bill. But let's go back to our pet. So like I said, we've got our skills. Now our pet's got a bunch of different skills, and they're going to utilize those kind of on their own as we're in battle. Then you've got your guardian these are more of your passive skills, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade that. We're getting those every so often as our pet levels up with us as well. Now here you can see we've got the ability to kind of upgrade the different pieces of this pet microchip level plus gem. Now right now we don't have the item that we need to upgrade that. We can either buy those or we can earn those. And then we're going to be able to upgrade our pet's microchip, which is kind of cool. So you can see here you got different microchips and stuff like that, and then you're going to be able to evolve those and add to those and do a lot of different things with those microchips. So you've got a lot of different options when it comes to your pet, including messing around with their body and you know, doing different stuff like that. And you're going to get items for your pet as well. So let's complete that. We got our new backpack. We've equipped our new backpack, and you can see as we're equipping, all those statistics are showing up above our head because it's showing us what has now been boosted and maybe sometimes what has now been taken away. So we're going to take and go to here, defeat the mech patrol. So we're off to defeat one of these mech patrol guys while we move on and we take a look at our skills. So now you can see in here we've got my different skills. We're going to learn all of these skills here, and you can see as we're learning these different skills, they're being assigned down here into our hotkeys. So we're not really using a lot of those right now, but I have a feeling later on that's going to become much more important when we're in much more difficult battles, as we want to make sure, you always want to make sure anyways that you have all of your skills upgraded. Now you can take, and you can see I'm Squire level 14 here, so we can move to where we can switch our classes as well. So we can take and change classes into either a knight or a knight/guardian. You can see the apprentice will turn into a surgeon/tech priest, rogue will be a swiftblade/assassin, and duelist will be a bombardist gunslinger. But you must reach level 30 before you can perform a rebirth. So you can kind of see that you kind of got an evolution of your individual characters. So that's kind of cool. But you can see here, we can take and we can do our apprentice, switch over to the apprentice, and we can see these are the individual levels of our characters' individual classes. So you're going to be able to play those different classes by going to someone specific and talking to them, and you're going to be able to then change your class and then level up inside of that class, learn those skills, get items for that class and things of that nature. So kind of a cool little system there, and it's kind of nice, you know, whenever somebody's maybe missing a tank or a healer for certain situations. It's always nice to be able to take and switch over to those things. So now we've looked at that. We've also got our backpack where we've got a bunch of different items here, and then you've got your basic equipment hanger. Now by double-clicking on this, you'd see we've got our basic equipment hammer. We can actually fortify our items. So I'm going to fortify my actually, we're going to hold off because I think we get a new weapon here shortly, and then we'll fortify our new weapon. So let's go ahead and complete that. There it is. Told you it was going to be shortly because we've been getting a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to go to get the Earth Elementals. So we're off to go kill some Earth Elementals. You can see our little backpack there is kind of hanging out on the back of my character. It looks like a little ghost hanging out on the back of my character there. Now you can move around the game world by just pointing and clicking. See, there we go. Now you can get a good look at my my little whatever you want to call that backpack thing. Hey. It's not my idea. I just play the game, so is what it is. But now we're gonna take off. We're gonna head in here, and we're actually going. It looks like we're gonna battle this guy, battle it out. Oh, there we go. We did get our new weapon, and it did automatically equip it. So there we go. We can take and go in here, and we can. Where's our sword? So we can take and fortify our new weapon, and we got 100% rate, and we can see right here it's gonna by giving it these different pluses what it's actually going to gain. So right now it's physical attack 107, magical attack 177. So let's fortify it. Yes, let's fortify it. There we go. And now it's that's our skateboard. Where is it? 107 plus 9 plus 7. So you can see fortifying these items actually gets very, very good later on. But you'd see my rate is now going on, so I only have a 70% chance now. But you have a lot of opportunities to get these pluses. It looks like, let's see, how many we got there? 5, 10, we got 12 potential. But it looks like we're going to head off into here, and we are looking for a boss battle real quick. So these guys are actually beating on me, so I'm going to take them out real quick. Take all these, what are they, little earth stones? What are they? Earth Sprite. So we're going to take these Earth Sprites out. We're going to utilize some of our skills on this next Earth Sprite. So press 1, go to town on him, take him out much more easily. This time we're going to utilize our Battle Roar. There we go. And then we utilized our Bum Rush. So a Spectral Hound is right there. We're going to wait until our Bum Rush re-ups, and then we'll Bum Rush him. So there we go. Bum Rush time. He's Bum Rushed, and we're going to actually change into our Superstar so we can make this happen really quick. We're changed into our Superstar, and there we go. You can see our outfit changed. We've got this cool little helmet on. And we've got access to our skills, which we're utilizing on him. And he's got 1%. He's down. Down he goes. And now one thing I want to tell you guys is my name. I didn't actually get to choose my name. I think because the game is I wouldn't say it's geared towards kids, but it has some, you look at the graphical style and stuff like that, it has some very kid-centric elements. So they, a lot of games that are like that, they have they have the choice of letting you choose your name, or stay family friendly and give you your name. So that's kind of what's going on there. But we did get this Superstar card, Cat Burglar, and what that means is we're now going to be able. There you go. Click Superstar to learn how to switch Superstars. So now because we had that we had our other Superstar, and you saw I kind of turned into that that guy in the helmet and all that stuff. I can now take and I can utilize this Cat Burglar. And there we go. And now I can transform into that Superstar. So now you can see I'm now a Cat Burglar, which I basically look like Puss in Boots from frickin' Shrek. With my hat, my blade, all of that stuff. So that's what I now am. So I'm going to go battle a couple of these alarm roosters and utilize my little sword and go to town on these little alarm roosters. But it looks pretty funny. I even have the boots on. So, blatant copy? I don't know what to say about all that. It is pretty close, but we'll leave that alone. So we're gonna warp for a little bit of silver and put ourselves right into the main castle. And so we are now in Castle Odin, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. We can bring up our map. You can see the current map. We can also bring up the world map and see there's a ton of different areas for you to check out and take a look at, see where you are. You're right in the middle, and you've got the final base and the Drake Nest and the ancient war zone, all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on here. Now, one thing that I always like that games do is whenever you're looking for an NPC, you can just go to these lists and just say, oh, there's the NPC I'm looking for. I want to zoom over to him. But for now, we're looking for Big 8. We did lose our Superstar, and we're going to have to slowly build this up until we get our Superstar back again. Now, we do have an upgrade for our pet, so we can take and upgrade him there. And then we have an upgrade for his passives, or his guardian skills. And then we've got an upgrade for our skills. So we're going to go ahead and learn a bunch of stuff and upgrade a bunch of stuff. And there we go. We've got all that stuff taken care of. Now we're at the Big 8, and we've got our completing the Exploring Castle Odin. So let's complete that. Complete using the warehouse. So even though I'm level 16, the game is still walking me through a lot of these different things. So you're a warehouse manager. All right. So we'll do that. Complete. So I learned all that, and I'm going to get a Platinum VIP trial card. What that allows me to do is it allows me to take advantage of the game's VIP system for a little bit of time. So I'm not going to use that right now, but it does have the ability to get kind of a taste of what's going on. Now I want to talk about some of these other icons that are up here. We've got the boss icon, which you can see here, Jackal the Thief, a Ruby, which is 15 to level 40. So I can actually go to this and actually fight that boss battle. We'll get into that in a minute. But then you can get into these hunts where you've got all kinds of different stuff. You've got it in the fake plane. We can get into that as well. Then you've got your VIP stuff, which you saw I can extend that by 180 days. And we've got, which basically looks like a freaking Playboy bunny right there. Man, I'm starting to laugh at how much stuff is just basically getting we'll call it borrowed. All right. So now you can take and you can also get into this activity list and see there's a fast grab. You can buy SC or enter a code, and then you've got your battlefields where you can get into these and you could fight off waves and waves of different monsters. You can also get into this when you're level 20 and go to the Battle Haven, do kind of the same thing, trade your Superstar memory stamp for a chance to challenge a Superstar. If you succeed, you may acquire a Superstar card. And then you've got, like we saw, the bosses and all that stuff. Now, all these things are meant to, of course, get you getting a lot of different things. Let's go faster. You wish to speed up 9 star coins to speed up. Do I have them? Yes. We'll go ahead and use them. Why not? It didn't work. I don't have enough silver. Okay. So we did get an online reward. You can see that little thing cruising down there. Dear VIP, you still have unclaimed Superstar coin rewards. Click here to claim your item. Well, we're not going to do that right now. You also have your exploration goals, which you can see up here. Defeat her, which I've already done. A second superstar. Now I've got to get 20 friends, join a family, and then a class level 20. So those are all cool little things, and then if I do accomplish all of those things in day 1, then I will get some double XP cards. Then you've got these things in day 2, and you'll get these types of things. So every day you log in, you're going to have all these different options that you're going to have a chance to earn these special rewards. Kind of a cool little system there. And you've got your mail system, then you've obviously got your rankings, which are personal, team, battles, daily, dungeons, and towers. So all kinds of different rankings. Then you've got party search, so you can join parties, open the map, which we already saw, turn on AFK, and then talk to a GM. So you've got a lot of cool stuff going on in all those different areas there. You got 58 minutes of VIP time left for free transportation function. Don't waste it. All right. I've got some things to ride. Let's do that one. All right. So you can get some different types of travel shop items. Well, we already have all of those things, so we don't want to do that. But we do want to sell some stuff. So I want to sell some gear. There we go. So it's basically sold all the crap that I didn't want that was gray right out of the gate. But you know what? I also want to sell these greens. So I'm just going to drag these over here, and then we can clean that up, sell gear. There we go. And we can also fix our gear, do a little repair. There we go. So we've sold, we've repaired, we've got some pet rice cakes, and now we're out of here. We need to talk to Craftsman Sam some more and do this weapons expert. Complete that, hit accept on the new quest, and off we go to talk to Mana Soul Core. Alright, your face, let me ask something. What's the function of a Soul Core? Soul Core, put them in gear to boost the stats. There we go. Let's complete that quest. Family management. So right now we're doing a lot of the quests that basically it wants us to learn about the UI, learn about the game, learn about all that stuff. You can see that in the world you've got a bunch of different chat going on. So there is actually chat going pretty regularly. So there are other players in the game. I know people are always worried about, what's the player base and stuff like that when you get into these types of games. But I did give you guys a good look at the combat. You got to see some of the boss battles, stuff like that. Tribute soul cores are silver. There we go. Function of families. So that was basically the gist of everything that's going on in the game. Obviously, there's more in-depth stuff as you level up. As there's a lot of these different things down here. You can open up our crystal power once we reach level 5. Interestingly enough, the garden doesn't open up until level 2186. Then you've got some astrology stuff. We played a couple of games recently that has this different type of astrology items and allows you to get special bonuses through this and in this astro storage. Then you've got your market, which is essentially where you can sell different items. As you can see here, people are selling them for gold. They're also selling them for the game's premium currency. So you're going to be able to sell items for the game's premium currency and earn that way. So you don't necessarily have to buy those items or premium currency from the game shop. You can earn them by selling items as well. We did take a look at the fusion stuff a little bit before, but there is different gear and things like that. You've got different required materials and all that stuff to be able to create your different types of gear. We've also got these different packs, which you've got a level 2 physical attack armor magic card. This allows you to infuse that onto a piece of armor. You've also got your cores, which do the same thing, your silver cores to be able to take and available slots. So you can see here, a weapon, ring, accessory, mount, pet, weapon. So this is going to be able to allow you to fuse this with those different items and then be able to bonus those up. You've also got your books here. Manual Fearsome Howl. So this is for the Knight or the Guardian. This is to actually learn that specific skill. And you can see you've got a bunch of different skills here that you can potentially learn. And here's the required materials to get those. And then you've got different superstars, nice superstar card chest, and the required materials are right there. But that gives you a good overlook of what the game has to offer. And if the game is not for you, then maybe it's not. But if it is, it's one more browser-based game, 2D. Some of you guys, I know you're into these types of games, and that's why I actually review them. Some of you are not, and there's nothing I can do about that. I'm not trying to convince you to play, just trying to give everybody a little bit of options out there. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And don't forget to comment and like these videos, as we really, really appreciate that feedback. If you'd like to play or learn more about Starlight Story, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.